Hi, I'm here with Tamra Blankenship, and Tamra is a certified holistic health coach. And what she does is she helps people in their relationships, in their communication, and helping them relate to one another so they can actually hear what each other is saying and not only what they're making up in their head about it, right?
Exactly.
So here's the question I have for you.
Absolutely.
I have friends and clients who have a spouse who's diabetic.
Yes.
And they are heavily invested in their spouse doing better, taking better care of themselves, but their spouse really doesn't want anything to do with it. So is there any way you can convince somebody to change?
Unfortunately, no. It's
No?
gotta be no. We gotta let them have a voice. Unfortunately, if we force change, we create more resistance. And that is an unnatural source of change.
Okay.
The more we push change, the more they will resist. So what you'll be confronted with is a lot of anger and a lot of resentment and a lot of bitter behavior.
Right.
A little entitlement, a little
I can have this if I want.
Yes, a lot of self-destructive behavior. And unfortunately, it'll be self-sabotage, full on.
Right,
And
right.
you'll be the reason they're in it. You'll be the blame.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
know, they call us the diabetes police when we do that.
Not a good label.
No. So what would you do if you walked in and you caught your husband right in the act of doing something he's not supposed to do, like
That
eating
sounded way
donuts?
naughtier than it's gonna be.
Well, it's true, because what they're doing is so destructive to
Yes.
themselves when they're piling
Yeah.
a bunch of empty sugar and carbohydrates into their system, and you walk in and he's there, he's doing it, he's got his hand in the cookie jar. What are you gonna
And
do?
it's all out of love that you want to help them, support them and change in their direction. So I
Right,
get this. It's
right.
really a big deal. Unfortunately, when we go into mommy mode or we go into the parenting police or whatever you want to call it, we put added shame and guilt into somebody, and that usually ends up backfiring. So that is a self-sabotage moment.
Okay.
So the only way to unwrap that comes from empathy, creating a lot of source of aligning with someone when they're in that space. So usually what I would love to see people do, or what I support people in helping them understand, neutral communication is the best skill at this point. So you'll come from a space of, gosh, I totally get you want that. I understand that's something you need right now. So what's going on? You can start relating to their emotion, because usually when we're in a state of self-sabotage, there's already a thought going on of I'm unworthy or I'm unlovable. So that is the esteemed fuel that keeps us in this dysfunction. So
Okay.
that is the culprit. That's this discomfort that we're in. So that perpetuates the cycle. So if you add shame in that space, you're amplifying the experience they're already in.
Right.
So the quickest way out is empathy, and you are going to start from a stance of, I get it, I understand. How can I support you? Sometimes it's talk, sometimes it's not. If it's men, probably not talk.
Yeah.
Usually it's a companion who's needing support in a different way, and you have to speak in their language. So I would sometimes even say, well, I get you need that, so what would you like in exchange? What would be within your diet parameters that we could create? Would you like me to make something for you? Would you like to go for a walk together? I would start to create different opportunities in that discussion.
Yeah, I can definitely see where empathy is the key, because I know
Yes.
once you start pointing fingers at people, they just retaliate. It just becomes a
Yes.
fight, and we don't
Yes.
want to fight.
Natural change is always the best route. Natural comes from neutral stance, and it's a completely compassionate understanding
Right,
of where
without
someone
judgment.
else is, without judgment. Exactly. When we start to control or we start to support what we think is support, it's usually a control. And we see this even with parenting. If you are if you have children, you can see when you tell a child how to be, they're going to do the opposite. It's the exact same expression with somebody you love. And they're going to push against you because they feel safe to do so. So be mindful and recognize when you're in that space of support, are you supporting with love or control?
Right. So if somebody is in a situation like this and they feel stuck, and I know you can help them, and I'd like you to tell me how they can reach out to you so that you can engage with them, perhaps get them
Absolutely.
involved in what you're doing, your online courses, your one-on-one coaching.
Absolutely. The best way to reach out to me is to actually go directly to my website, and that is Tamra, Tamra, Blankenship, B as in boy, Lankenship, tamra.com. You can go and follow me through social media, or you can sign up for a free 20-minute consult, or you can actually directly email me and reach out that way.
That sounds great. And if you forget how to spell Tamra Blankenship, just call me and I'll point
Absolutely.
you in her direction. So thank you.
Thank you.